For many years, us, the viewers, have suffered through all kinds of romance anime, be they wholesome or ecchi harems, that end up going nowhere. They simply blue ball us, or are just anime with nothing to offer except for mindless fan service. Not to mention, they have the most butt-fucking useless protagonist known to mankind. However, there is one harem MC to end all harem MCs. One man with so much riz that he is completely irresistible to the ladies. He who has conquered the real-life equivalent to Elden Ring's Millennia boss fight. Something that is completely outside the realm of possibility for us anime fans. And that is getting a girlfriend. And he not only got one, not two, but 6 whole girlfriends and plans to get another 94 of them. The name of this man, who I dub the King of Harem, is ℋ𝒶𝓇ℯ𝓂 Aijo. The 100 girlfriends who really love me, we're gonna be shortening that to just 100 girlfriends by the way, is one of the greatest anime of the fall 2023 season of anime. This anime's got a waifu buffet, an MC that isn't a cowardly wreck, pee jokes, and boobs everywhere. And it's actually incredibly wholesome despite all of that. I'm all for a balanced mix of lewd and wholesome. Just about any ecchi anime that can be both lewd and wholesome at the same time gets a stamp of approval from me. So how exactly does ℋ𝒶𝓇ℯ𝓂 end up with 6 girlfriends? Well, after being rejected 99 times, he decided to try his luck one more time by confessing to his classmate post-graduation. I mean, why not? The worst she can say is no, right? Well...
The idea of dating you makes me want to puke my guts out. I'm so sorry! Oh, that's the butterflies! That was going on!
Yeah, that sounds about accurate. Being out of options, ℋ𝒶𝓇ℯ𝓂 goes to a shrine to ask the god of love there for some help regarding his love life, and as it turns out, he's destined to meet 100 soulmates in the near future. So on ℋ𝒶𝓇ℂ's first day of high school, he quite literally bumps into the first 2 girls that are destined to be among his 100 soulmates, ℋ𝒶𝓇ℚ𝓂 Hanazono and ℉𝒂 Inda. They both confess their love for him, but ℋ𝒶𝓇ℂ is unable to choose. How could he when both of them are perfect? Returning to the shrine once again, ℋ𝒶𝓇ℂ learns that he, no matter what, has to date every soulmate he has an encounter with, otherwise they'll be destined to die. Knowing this, he returns to both ℉𝒂 and ℉𝒂 to give them each an answer, and by the amazing power of because the author said so, the both of them agree to go out with him. Here begins his adventure to find the other 98 girls he's destined to be with. I was pretty much sold on this anime after the first episode alone. It was actually laughing my ass off hilarious and a really fun overall experience. Aside from it being a harem anime, it's actually a very well put together comedy anime. The comedic stylings of 100 Girlfriends are right up my alley, so I had a great time watching it. A good chunk of the humor takes a loud noise funny approach, seeing as ℉𝒂 really likes to yell ℋ𝒶𝓇ℂ's ear off, and I myself am a proponent of loud noise funny comedy. Most of the time, however, 100 Girlfriends is just really stupid and unhinged, and I'm 100% here for it. Its style of comedy isn't unique by any means, but it honestly doesn't need to be. The jokes landed, and they made me laugh, so all the important boxes were checked off. While I was aware of 100 Girlfriends long before an anime adaptation was announced, I was completely blind to what kind of series this was gonna be. Honestly, aside from that one famous part of the manga that became a meme, I had seen almost nothing else about it. My initial impression of it was just that it was going to be another whatever kind of harem anime that leaned more into being slice of life, but that's not at all what we got. It has a coherent story with well-executed comedy and some decent characters. Sure, every girlfriend is just an already well-established stereotype or trope, but they still somehow feel original to an extent, and they also don't feel old despite how overused every stereotype is in this modern era of anime. Other than the comedy, the characters are what's carrying this anime, so there's really no other choice but to make them feel not necessarily new, but refreshed to some extent. Now, 100 Girlfriends is silly most of the time, and it's great at being so, but that isn't always the case. When it wants to, 100 Girlfriends can put the silliness aside and actually be serious. I wasn't expecting to just be hit with feels in episode 3 when we're introduced to Shizuka Yoshimoto. The sad bits of this episode don't really last too long, but it's definitely a taste of what the story is capable of when the comedy is turned off. Like I said, I wasn't ready to be hit with the feels. Shizuka's abusive backstory made me sad, and I don't want to see that shit happen to best girl ever again. Also, spoiler alert, I was definitely not expecting ℉𝒂 to threaten to end her existence to free both herself and ℋ𝒶𝓇ℂ from the oppressive grasp of her mother. That was wild. I'd like to take a moment to give ℋ𝒶𝓂 a bit of the limelight too. He is honestly a very respectable character. While other protagonists in anime are on the if she breathes, she's a thought team. Move it, bitch. My dude here is on the all women are queens team. To him, there is no such thing as best girl, because every girl to him is best girl. ℋ𝒶𝓂 has a heart big enough to love all 6 of his current girlfriends equally, and has the ability to prove his love and loyalty. In 99.99% of cases of two-timing, the two-timer is full of shit when they say that they love everybody equally. But not ℋ𝒶𝓂. Despite 6-timing, he is 100% true to his word and has yet to mess that up. When he says that he'll die for his girlfriends, he can absolutely put his money where his mouth is. Due to ℋ𝒶𝓂's dedication, I'm thoroughly convinced that he would never screw anything up though. There is one thing about 100 Girlfriends that did impress me though, and that is the fact that it isn't afraid of going somewhere. By going somewhere, I mean we have confessions left and right and kissing scenes that are a regular occurrence in this anime. 100 Girlfriends does what most other romance or harem anime are allergic to doing a million times over in 12 episodes alone. It is such a breath of fresh air to see an anime like this become a thing and be an actually good anime too. Though it does seem like the trend of pointless romance anime that has far overstayed its welcome is sorta starting to die off. I've definitely noticed an increase of romance anime that have worthwhile development or conclusions being released within the past couple of years. ℋ𝒶𝓂 is a favorite of mine, where the couple starts dating pretty early on and is a great example of just a normal, genuine human relationship. Then there's ℋ𝒶𝓇ℯ𝓂, where the couple just says fuck it and gets married in the first episode, and they learn how to be in a relationship from there, with kissing being a somewhat regular thing. They could stand to be less shy about it, but I'm not unsatisfied with what they've given us so far. I can't wait for the day when romance like that is completely commonplace in anime, because hopefully, just like most of you watching, I'm exhausted with the tired trope of romance and harem anime going absolutely nowhere. For now though, I can be satisfied with 100 Girlfriends. I love what it's doing, and I cannot stress enough about how excited I am for season 2 of this anime. It's kind of mind-blowing to me that 100 Girlfriends of all things is one of the better examples of romance anime that are breaking the mold. Despite this essentially being just a parody of the genre, it's doing way more to propel the genre forward to a better place than most other anime are. Well, that's enough of me talking your ears off. I hope that everyone enjoyed 100 Girlfriends as much as I did, and if you haven't watched it yet, I hope you do. It's super fun, and I'm so glad to see an anime like this be made. For those that have seen this anime though, what other things about romance and or harem anime bother you that I might have missed? And who is your best girl from 100 Girlfriends? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to get your opinions. That's all for now. Until next time, see ya.